The trials ahead. With the Council of Elders established, Osei Tutu felt a renewed sense of purpose as he turned his attention to the pressing issues facing the Asante kingdom. While the spirit of unity had blossomed during the council meeting, he knew that external challenges loomed large. Rivals watched with keen eyes and the kingdom's resources were dwindling. As the weeks passed, Osei Tutu, alongside Yaw and Nana Kwaku, continued to meet with various tribes, focusing on building relationships and trust. They implemented the Agricultural Task Force, drawing together the best minds from different tribes to tackle the challenges posed by unpredictable weather and dwindling resources. However, the task was daunting, and Osei Tutu knew that the unity they had achieved could easily be threatened by the trials that lay ahead. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Osei Tutu gathered the council members again. "We must address the looming threat of our rivals," he began, his voice steady but laced with urgency. "The people of the Dagbon Kingdom have begun to encroach upon our borders, seeking to take advantage of our unity. If we are to survive, we must be prepared to defend our land and our people." The room fell silent, tension hanging in the air. The representative from the Akiem tribe shifted uncomfortably in his seat. "What if they come to take our resources? We will be left vulnerable. We need to strengthen our defenses." Nana Kwaku spoke next, his tone measured. "While we must prepare for battle, we should also consider diplomacy. If we can reach out to the Dagbon Kingdom, we may find common ground. Perhaps they too desire peace rather than conflict." Osei Tutu nodded, appreciating the wisdom of his elder. "We will explore both avenues. I will lead a delegation to the Dagbon Kingdom to initiate dialogue. But we must also bolster our defenses. I urge each tribe to train their warriors, for we cannot rely solely on words." The council agreed, and preparations were set into motion. Osei Tutu personally oversaw the training of the warriors, instilling in them the importance of unity. "Remember," he would say during training sessions, "we are not just fighting for our tribes, we are fighting for the Asante Kingdom. Together we are stronger than any single tribe." However, as preparations for the delegation progressed, Osei Tutu's heart was heavy with the burden of leadership. He understood the fears of his people, who had lived in the shadow of conflict for generations. Their apprehension weighed on him, but he remained resolute in his belief that unity could change their fate. One moonlit night, Osei Tutu stood at the edge of a cliff overlooking the valleys below. The stars twinkled brightly above him, and he closed his eyes, seeking guidance from his ancestors. "Show me the path, for I am but a vessel for your will," he whispered into the night. The following day, Osei Tutu gathered a small, trusted group to accompany him to the Dagbon Kingdom. Among them were Yaw, who had become his steadfast confidant, and Nana Kwaku, whose wisdom would prove invaluable. They set out on the journey, crossing rivers and climbing hills, their hearts filled with hope and trepidation. As they approached the Dagbon Kingdom, Osei Tutu observed the lush landscapes and bustling communities that thrived under the Dagbon leaders. The people were industrious, their lives intertwined with the land. But as they entered the royal compound, Osei Tutu sensed the tension that lingered in the air. The king of Dagbon, a formidable figure with a reputation for strength and shrewdness, welcomed them into his grand hall. His eyes narrowed as he regarded Osei Tutu and his delegation. "What brings you here, Osei Tutu? Your kingdom has been quiet, yet I hear whispers of unity and strength. Is it peace you seek, or do you come to challenge my authority?" Osei Tutu stood tall, meeting the king's gaze with unwavering determination. "I come not to challenge, but to extend a hand in friendship. The Asante Kingdom seeks to create a future where our tribes thrive side by side, where we can share resources and knowledge rather than engage in conflict." The king listened intently, his expression unreadable. "Words are but whispers in the wind, young prince. What guarantees do you offer that your unity will not turn to aggression against us?" Osei Tutu took a deep breath, knowing the weight of his response would shape their future. "I offer my word as a leader, a commitment to diplomacy. We desire collaboration, not domination. Together we can build a prosperous region, safeguarding our people against common threats." The room fell silent, the tension thick as the king contemplated Osei Tutu's words. Finally, he leaned back, crossing his arms. Very well, I shall consider your proposal. But know this, trust is not given freely. You must prove that your unity is genuine. With that, Osei Tutu and his delegation returned home, their hearts heavy yet hopeful. They had not secured peace, but they had opened a dialogue, a small victory in their pursuit of unity.